Hello everyone, this is Zach here from Footprint of Smart Money. So this video here, I'd like to share with you some of the plantation counters in KLSE. But before we start, just want to go through a very quick disclaimer that we are not here to do or provide buy and sell signals, okay? But we want to do a very quick educational video regarding volume spread analysis and how it actually helped me to plan my trade with low risk and high rewards. So whenever we say low risk, definitely there's risk involved. So if you don't like what you see, please do not follow, okay? Or maybe get advice from the professional, okay? So definitely there's no buy or sell call in this video over here. So just a very quick one on what we're going to do today. Today mainly focused in the plantation because I want to see the overall trend and the potential that we have in these particular sectors. So how we're going to do so? We're going to look into the chart setup and patterns that is forming currently for these few charts that we're going to focus today. Okay, so just a very quick one, what we do, okay, we are using this volume spread analysis method where we study the relationship between the volume and the price to predict the direction of the market. So three things involved, okay, volume, spread, and the price. So usually we use these three elements to check the overall stocks and, you know, to let us, okay, see that which is in control, whether the supply is in control or the demand is in control, okay? So VSA focuses on the price and volume and seek to find the action, okay, of the smart money, okay, which is the professional traders. So this 6 stock is the stocks that we're going to discuss through this video. Again, like I said, it's not that others plantation counters not doing well. You can actually check them too, but I just wanted to narrow down to focus these 6, okay, because I just want to keep this video short, okay? So I include FA ratings from Smart Robbie Tube and the bullish rating. So I want to see what is the overall trend for these particular stocks and what is the FA looks like, okay, by using Smart Robbie apps. Okay, so very quick one we go through. Okay, we have BPlant, Cepat, Kmloong, TDM, Taann, and Plantation. Okay, so mostly I can say the trend is pretty good with 90% of bullish ratings. And of course, if let's say based on FA rating, currently I think it's BPlant, Cepat, and Taann so far is better, okay, compared to Kmloong, TDM, THPlant. Okay, do check that out, okay, using Smart Robbie apps there. Okay, so area to study, okay, for today this video. Again, I like to look into the daily chart, okay, where we look into the short-term periods. Okay, what is the opportunity that we have? Weekly, for those that who love to buy and hold, okay, are they currently forming what type of stages? Okay, is it okay to buy now and hold for months later on? So trades are also very important, okay, because we want to ensure that there is a sign of strength in the background, okay, before we want to decide whether we want to do trading or investing. Okay, so strategy and plan that we're going to use for today is that first step, we look into the weekly chart for the overall direction and the chart setups. If everything is good, then we will narrow down, look into the daily chart. Okay, so let's say the weekly chart arrow is downtrend, the chart setup is not nice, then usually I will skip totally, okay, not even going to look into the daily chart setups, okay, because they don't have any edge, okay, for us to do the trades over there. Okay, so step 3 is to identify market stages. Okay, so once weekly and daily in the right trend direction is good, then we identify the market stages. Okay, I can use daily chart to do it. Okay, then we going to look for the the setup and the signals. Okay, so we go to step 4. Identify trend using trend 40s MA. Okay, so we want to ensure that overall price is trading above trend 40s to ensure there is a potential uptrend, or maybe they are in the uptrend currently. So the step 5 is for us to spot the low risk trades. Okay, where we want to look for a sign of strength near to the support level. Okay, so we're going to go through these 5 steps over here to look for the potential trade setups. Okay, so now this is the SCPO chart, okay, because anyway we are trading plantation, so we're going to look into the CPO charts there. So this is in hourly. So based on this hourly, I think overall the trend is pretty good. Daily also break above the resistance right now. So we have the green paragons, goes up, turns to red sideways, green turns to red again sideways, now turns to green, goes up, make a pullback, turns to green again. Okay, so this is the step that usually I like to look for. Overall price is trading above trend 40s. Trend 40s is in the uptrend. Market stages is nice. Then at the support level, right, which is near to 20 MA or maybe 40 MA, depending how they do the pullbacks. Okay, we want to see more sign of strength. Okay, hopefully in the plantation chart we can see this. Okay, so that's where that we can try to look for a good trade setups. Okay, so now we will start with BPlant first. This is in our weekly charts. Okay, so again, overall direction and trend, downtrend from the background. Then we have high volume. Okay, again, high volume change the trend, so we use the trend 40 to confirm that. Okay, goes up, mega pullback, low volume is nice, goes up, uptrust. Then we got red pentagons, and after this red pentagon, this is the things that we want to see to ensure the support, everything is good. Okay, we got two spring, okay, two spring 2040s, and now turns to the green pentagon on the weekly chart. So which means that the pullbacks on the weekly charts seems like it's completed. Okay, and they are trying at the resistance level. Okay, so this is what I mean by looking into the weekly chart, the trend overall, the background is nice. Okay, so that we can use the daily chart to look into this in more detail. Okay, review in more detail to see where is the potential entry that we can get from here. Okay, so BPlant, this is in daily chart. Okay, we got uptrust, high volume. Okay, and then subsequent turns to red pentagon below trend 40, trend is weakening. Okay, again another uptrust. This is from the immediate resistance, so this is a crucial resistance, okay, that we want to see the price break above, which is they did. I think this is 2 weeks ago. Okay, so this is the uptrust, turns to red below trend 40s, goes back up. You can see the pentagon volume is getting higher. Okay, so sometimes in reaccumulation, definitely we get 1, 2, 3, 3 green pentagon is pretty normal. But whenever the green pentagon turns, we want to see the green pentagon come with higher volume to ensure that, okay, the removal of the weekend holders, okay, on the previous 2 green pentagons turns to red pentagon is done, and they are trying to retest at a higher price. Okay, so if you notice here, this is a green pentagon come with higher volume compared to the previous green pentagon and the first one. Okay, so this is how usually I want to look into whether the demand is coming back from the chart. Okay, so seems like BPlant is looking pretty strong. It goes up, okay, or maybe gaps up, okay, on the next day of the green pentagon, even with higher volume, okay, and closing above the UT bar. Okay, again the immediate resistance bar. Okay, current price trading kind of near with resistance. I can say that here is the one. Okay, probably for those that who missed the earlier entry, you can monitor for the next pullback, okay, for lower risk. Okay, so overall trade style for BPlant is good, but just that if you are using the daily chart over here, I think the risk to reward is just not there. Okay, probably you make some minor pullback that you can try to monitor, okay, on the next week. So okay, this is Cepat weekly chart. Okay, Cepat weekly chart again, so we want to look into the few criteria just now that we mentioned earlier on. Green pentagons cross 2040s. Okay, so price trading 2040 at the moment, which is nice. And the next thing is that I want to see whenever they retest back on 2040, okay, they must come with sign of strength. Now this is a very good example to show you why the sign of strength is very important. Okay, now if you look into the left hand side of this chart, it goes up, okay, but immediately it forms a very quick uptrust. Okay, when the price pull back, here doesn't have any sign of strength. Okay, but unlike here, it goes up, uptrust, okay, but it pulls back then, and we will see lots of sign of strength over here, especially NS. Okay, so NS holding well as support. Okay, here it doesn't show much sign of strength or no sign of strength at all. Okay, so it will go lower, okay, and then reverse back again. Okay, so definitely if we are based on this weekly chart over here, the overall accumulation in this area is pretty good because we got spring, line change, and NS, okay, with a test. So line change again trying to cross the UT, and this week, okay, which I'm doing this video right now, okay, they are having a pullback. Okay, volume is slightly high. I think hopefully next week it will show sign of strength coming in already, which means this telling us that the pullback is almost done. Okay, then they are ready to retest again. So based on this daily chart here, again accumulation, okay, price cross 2040s and high volume. Now this is the uptrust that's causing all the problem to do a pullbacks. So here usually what I do is that in this case I like to aim for my 2040s area. So this is the areas that I want to see is there any sign of strength coming back or not. Okay, like for example the test bar or an NS bar, okay, or a spring bar, okay, to ensure that okay, yeah, there's some distributions going on in the resistance, but at the same time support is coming back to hold the over price. Okay, so this is a quick one for Cepat. Okay, so Kmloong also, forming a very nice setup in my opinion. Again, we are not doing buy call over here. Please remember, anything that we do, that definitely that's risk. Okay, so anything that I do, it comes with trading plan. Okay, which is, if let's say hit my stop loss, I just going to cut and exit. So for those that probably new, okay, you can actually use NS as your part of the trading plan. Okay, if let's say it drop below NS, close the trade. Okay, because that is a crucial support level. Okay, so in this case, like Kmloong, again, green pentagons. After the weak background, red pentagons drop. Okay, green pentagon cross 2040s, tested well, NS at 20 MA. Okay, remember just now, you know, the 5-step. We want to see sign of strength near support. Okay, so this is an example of sign of strength near support. You can use the 20-40 MA to help you out on this. Okay, so goes up again, red pentagons make a pullbacks, NS test spring, and subsequently currently green pentagon is coming back from the chart. Okay, so background definitely is nice for weekly. So let's look into daily too. Volume increasing, okay, somewhere around here. And again, this is kind of similar like BPlant, if I'm not mistaken. There's one uptrust here. Okay, after the price drop, form an uptrust over here from a resistance. So if you look into this resistance now, they're actually forming like a support. Okay, price seems like holding well. Okay, just at the closing of this uptrust over here, so which is somewhere around here. Okay, so from here we want to see more sign of strength. Okay, which is, I think so far I don't see any major weakness at the moment. Okay, with some of the very good increasing volumes coming in again. So for those that who want to have lower risk, maybe like I say, this is the area that you want to spot more sign of strength. Okay, what's the sign of strength? Test and a spring. Okay, for those that who don't have access to trade VSA, don't worry, you still got the Smart Roby apps to help you out, okay, by looking into the daily charts there. Okay, now a very quick one also for TDM. Okay, downtrend, high volume, change the trend. This is a very good volume, pushing back, goes up. Okay, and then now seems like price is holding well at the 2040s. Okay, so TDM personally, if you ask me, of course the sell everything is kind of good, but compared to BPlant, it seems like having a uptrust over there. Okay, so most of the time, if let's say the chart come with uptrust, it seems like forming a immediate resistance over there. Okay, a big resistance over there. Okay, but volume on the last week is pretty good with high volume, so it seems like they got a chance to retest again. Okay, on the resistance. Okay, but usually from this kind of chart, because we got one top, second top. Okay, of course this is the immediate the latest one. Okay, so if let's say it goes up from another UT again, so this is the areas that you probably want to take some profit or exit first. Okay, because every time when you hit resistance come with weakness or distribution bar, there's a very good chance for the stocks to make a pullback again. Okay, back to the initial support level. Okay, so you want to be careful on the uptrust over here. Okay, so by looking into the daily chart, again kind of similar like all these others plantation counters, but overall you haven't really crossed the UT yet. Okay, probably for momentum you can wait for them to cross. Okay, like I said, volume is increasing already. Okay, if you want low risk, monitor for sign of strength again. Okay, near the support. So the sell I think is kind of similar like Kmloong and BPlant, just that my personal opinion is that I prefer BPlant and Kmloong because the price is already crossed the immediate uptrust over here. Okay, which is forming the resistance currently. Okay, so now the next one is Taann weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart for Taann also moving very nicely. Okay, holding back on the 2040s again, but again for this chart the problem is this uptrust over here. Okay, a big uptrust. Okay, a big uptrust. So again, if you trade this, I think okay. Okay, but if let's say if from UT somewhere around here, probably this is the area that you want to take some profit first. Okay, so this is how usually I use my UT. Okay, to see whether you know is there any others weakness coming in or not. If yes, then I will try to somehow like take profit first. Okay, and I monitor again. So if you notice also, if you compare to other plantation counters, for Taann, it seems like this week closing is somehow a little bit weak because it's coming increasing volume too. Okay, so potentially it will make a minor pullback again. Okay, next week hopefully with lower volume, then it will show more strength in the background. Okay, so we got green pentagon, okay, red pentagon, but it doesn't close 2040s. Okay, which is nice, and then green pentagon is coming back. Okay, again red pentagon, but overall still trending above the 2040s. Okay, so we got spring, line change spring, triple test, and another green pentagon is coming back. Okay, so again, this is how we check where is the immediate support, okay, for this chart over here. Okay, lots of sound strength, okay, at the support. Okay, so if you want to have a lower risk, let's see whether next week we got any nice pullbacks coming in or not from this chart over here. Okay, so Taann, this is daily, kind of similar like Kmloong, all these stocks also. This is the sell-off bar. Okay, from a resistance, currently we got NS, okay, green pentagon, pushing up again, make a low volumes over here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, again, I'm not so sure what's going on Monday, but if let's say it show few more sound strength, I think it's a good chance for us to, I mean for me to monitor for the low risk entry. Okay, for these few counters. Okay, similar like Kmloong, similar like how BPlant all this form. Okay, now this is last one for this video. This is Plantation based on the weekly chart. Closing also come with uptrust. Okay, but the background seems like everything seems pretty fine. Okay, so here we got green pentagons. Okay, cross 240 again, successful test. Previously it crossed but failed. Okay, here I don't have any sound strength, but here it goes up. Okay, then the line chain goes up again. Red pentagon. Okay, so red pentagon is okay sometimes, don't need to be worried. And the next thing you want to see, immediate sound strength coming back. Okay, so like for example here, red pentagons but no immediate sound strength. Okay, so it's a bit weak. Okay, so here we got NS plus SP followed by another line change coming back. Okay, so seems like it's like a confirmation of spring and NS for me. Okay, so here let's look into the daily chart. Okay, similar like BPlant and Kmloong. Okay, personally I think I kind of like these setups too. Okay, it gaps up, usually gaps up representing a strong signals. Okay, of course you don't close it because like for example it goes up, okay, and it close lower. Okay, so closing the gap is not that nice. Okay, but it seems like this is kind of solid compared to previous one because it gaps with higher volume, and the price for this 1 or 2 weeks here, okay, seems like still trading above. Okay, it's still trading above. Okay, so which means it's a good chance they are having a very successful gaps from there. Okay, so previously here also a small one. Okay, and then we have some sort of like a momentum. Okay, so again same things too, because currently if you monitor these 6 counters based on daily chart, they are slightly a bit far from the trend 40s. So for those that who are aiming for low risk like me, I always like to use the trend 40 to help me out to look for the good timing. Okay, for me to check is the stock coming with sound strength or not. Okay, before I decide to enter. And then most important is that calculate your risk to reward. Okay, if your risk to reward is not that good, I think it's good to look for the other stock as well. Okay, so like I said, this is only the 6 plantation stocks that I cover. Definitely there's a lot others counters that you can look for, so make sure you go through that also. So always be open-minded to look for other opportunity. For our members, remember to use the screener to identify the next trade setups too. Okay, no need to follow these 6 stocks, okay, but probably there's others having a very good trends too, okay, based on the current situation. Okay, so again, thank you for watching this video. This is the end of the video. Okay, hopefully you like this video over here. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel, or at least give me the like buttons. Okay, comment below any other things that you prefer me to cover, okay, in this kind of short video. If I can do so, definitely I will do a video and uploads for you all. Okay, so thank you, and I'll see you soon.